Well, hello there, folks. Gather around the radio as we step back in time to the good old days of yesteryear. It's time for another edition of the October Chronicles. I'm your host, Scarecrow Jack the Headless, bringing you the news, the weather, and a dash of nostalgia. October has finally arrived, bringing with it the crisp whispers of autumn. The air is filled with the scent of fallen leaves and the promise of pumpkin spice delights. Yes, sir, October is a month that paints the world in hues of amber and gold. Now, let's talk about the weather, shall we? October is a fickle friend, teasing us with both sunny afternoons and misty mornings. You might wake up to the soft patter of rain against your window, or perhaps a gentle breeze that makes the leaves dance in the streets. So friends, grab your cozy sweaters and a warm cup of cocoa because October's weather is like a magic trick, always keeping us on our toes. Well, there you have it, friends. October is here with its vibrant foliage, unpredictable weather, and the promise of Halloween mischief. So tune in next time as we continue our journey through the seasons right here on the October Chronicles. Until then, stay warm, stay curious, and keep the spirit of October in your hearts.
I feel like Winifred Sanderson. Another glorious morning makes me sick.
Look, another glorious morning makes me sick.
Doesn't actually make me sick, it makes me really happy. The way my happiness rises at the sign of dead leaves, there's nothing like it. Oh, I'm so invigorated. There is just, October. And this morning it is a crisp 65 degrees. Spooky season has arrived. So to honor this first weekend of October, we are going to decorate for Halloween. I have a bunch of DIY projects that I'm super excited about. We're going to carve craft pumpkins and hang them like in Harry Potter. Create these gothic gallery wall magnets for the kitchen. I'm gonna make ghost candles. I have some wallpaper to put up. It's gonna be a good time. I'm so excited. I think we're gonna do all of that tomorrow. Today, there is a beautiful pumpkin patch that I saw on Instagram last year, and I have been wanting to visit it ever since. It's in Connecticut. And while we're there, there's also this spooky bookstore that I think focuses only on spooky, scary, gothic stuff. But of course, you know, we are going to start this perfect October weekend with a fall haul. If you've been here for a while, you know what this is. I always pick up some items at the start of the season and share them with you guys. This year, I really wanted to focus on shopping small, so most of these items are from small businesses. I am so excited and want to say thank you so much to Milanote for sponsoring this video. As I'll be decorating for Halloween, I wanted to have a way to organize my projects, and ideas in a more cohesive way than just referring to my notebook or the inspo photos saved on my phone. Milanote is a great tool for organizing your creative projects. It allows you to collect notes, images, videos, tasks, and more all in one place. I'm currently using Milanote to organize the aesthetic and vibes I'm going for with my Halloween decor this year, as well as the DIY projects that I want to complete. I've gathered inspiration from photos I've seen on Instagram, movies like The Witch, and just the feeling of fall in 1700s New England. I chose to organize my projects with Milanote because it gives me the ability to see and organize the chaos of my brain all in one place. I'm a very visual person, so being able to see photos, color swatches, audio clips, links to tutorials, and all of my inspiration in one place makes the planning for the projects come together seamlessly. What I really love about Milanote is just how easy it is to organize all my ideas in one place, including the storyboarding for this YouTube video that I'm filming this weekend. Starting a new project is so easy with over 100 built-in templates available for every type of creative project. If you want to share your work, you can invite clients, friends, or colleagues to gather important feedback and collaborate with them in real time. Milanote is available for free with no time limit. Sign up using the link in the description box and start your next creative project. There are two categories that I purchase for myself every fall. I get a new mug and new candles. Dare I say, this is the prettiest mug that I own. I got it from an Etsy store. I think it's called Julinka Ceramics. I'm probably saying that wrong. And I am now one of her biggest fans. I mean, have you ever seen a more perfect, lovely autumnal mug? It has so much character and personality. I love this handle. It's so big. If autumn was a mug, I feel like it would be this mug. You guys know I love Mythology candles. They are one of my favorite brands. I have an order coming from them, but I haven't received it yet. But I'm always on the lookout for new candle brands. I'm really quite, I don't want to say picky, like high maintenance. I know what I like in a candle. I want it to smell unique. I want it to smell like an experience. And I found that with Amber and Oak Co. The packaging for these candles could not be more beautiful. They give me like Anne of Green Gables, like vintage vibes. Like this on an antique secretary desk would just fit the vibe so well. She was so kind to gift me a Town Bookshop, which she said smells like Stars Hollow, Gilmore Girls, and it totally does. Oh my gosh. You really get the coffee, pumpkin, and then like an autumn spice with like sweet buttercream. It's all there. I don't know how she does it. I love that one so much that I purchased 3 more. The next one I got is All Hallows Eve. I think this is my favorite. She's a candle wizard. To me, this smells like Hogwarts, the Great Hall during Halloween. It says it's wet leaves, hot cider, and the flickering glow of jack-o'-lanterns and night. And I realize I'm fangirling over these. I don't care. Why not let yourself be happy? I had to pick up this little jack-o'-lantern guy. Look at how cute he is. The perfect Halloween candle. It smells like a jack-o'-lantern. I don't know how to describe it. The notes are fallen autumn leaves and cinnamon-coated apple cider donuts. But like, how does the candle actually smell like leaves and donuts? I don't know. Autumn leaves. It's incredible. The notes are pumpkin picking, cranberry bush brambles, warm harvest spice, jumping in leaf piles. It's like she really was able to bottle up the sense of autumn and put it in her candles. I don't remember how I came across this brand, but I saw that the candles were selling out super fast, so I thought, if a lot of other people are buying them, then it must be good. I got Pumpkin Glow. The notes are spice, pumpkin, buttercream, and smoke. And I would say that's exactly how it smells. First you get the smoke, then you get the pumpkin, then you get this kind of really light, airy buttercream, but mixed together with the smoky smell, oh, it smells like Halloween night. And then before we move on to clothing items, I want to share with you a book that I just finished yesterday. I think this is going to be the spooky season read for me this year. I don't think anything else is going to be able to top it. It was that good. It is House of Hunger by Alexis Henderson. Why have I not heard more people talking about this? Because this was phenomenal. My jaw was on the ground at the end of this book. I was shaking with nerves. I stayed up till 3 a.m., put off all work responsibilities. I could not do anything until I knew how this ended. I love when this happens with books. It's so rare to find a story that's just meant for you at the right time. It takes over your life and you become obsessed with, you fangirl over it, and it feels so good to be that invested in a story and characters, forgetting about your own life and worries and fully embracing everything going on in this world. It was such a ride. Oh my gosh. This is a vampire book, but they never say the word vampire in the story. It's about a girl named Marion who was raised in the slums. I kind of imagine them like Victorian England, but the location isn't specific. That's just how I pictured it. She has no real hope for escape. She's kind of just accepted this is her fate. This is how she's gonna live. This is how she's gonna die, until one day she comes over an ad for a blood maid in the newspaper. And in this world, blood maids go to live at the estates of the noblemen, counts and countesses, and they give their blood to them because of the health benefits that it provides. Basically, it keeps them young, it keeps them living longer, like vampires, but they aren't like vampires. It's really cool how it doesn't just delve right into like they are vampires. Marion applies for the position, and within a matter of days, she is the new blood maid for the notorious House of Hunger. The Countess, Elizabeth, is equally loved and feared, and she takes a special interest in Marion. And Marion loves this new life of luxury and wants to do anything to please her new mistress. But as she discovers the evil within the walls of the House of Hunger, a game of cat and mouse starts to begin. Oh my gosh, I already want to read it again. Okay, and then if you're a millennial like me and you grew up going to Blockbuster and having spooky movie nights at home, you also loved the Disney Channel original movies, you know, like Under Wraps and Halloween Town, My Mom's a Vampire, Twitches, all of those, I think you would love this book. This is a paranormal cozy mystery, and it was written for millennials who wanted something to feel nostalgic about. And that book is Magic, Movies, and Murder by Emily Fluke. I haven't finished this. I'm only about 57 pages in, so not that far, but I had to share it. We've got ghosts, we've got witches, we've got gargoyles. If you want Halloween Town and coziness, the main character is a werewolf who lives in Bewitcher's Beach. And she works at Mockbuster, which is essentially Blockbuster. It has all the vibes of the 90s, early 2000s. I want to say it actually kind of feels like Gilmore Girls too, just because of the like small town gossip. Everybody knows each other, everybody's friendly, except for they are warlocks and werewolves and ghosts. It follows Noema, who's the werewolf, as she is going to her store one evening. She sees someone outside surrounded by VHSs that they were returning, and turns out this person is dead. The townsfolk think that Noema cursed him for not rewinding his tapes before returning them. And Noema is out to prove her innocence, that this isn't a curse, it's something else. But she actually starts to wonder if maybe it is a curse, but not from her, from somewhere else. I don't know if I did a very good job describing that, but since I haven't read that much of it, I'm not quite sure necessarily what I'm talking about, but I think that's it. If you want gossiping ghosts, pumpkin spice, a fall festival, the nostalgic days of visiting Blockbuster, this is for you. You guys know I'm obsessed with sweatshirts. I get them every fall and I make my own because I love them so much. This one says Stars Hollow, Connecticut, and it is the most perfect burnt orange. I can't create my own Gilmore Girls merch because we did that last year and Warner Brothers came for us and said if we did it again we would get in big trouble. So I will be purchasing all of the other Gilmore Girls merch that anybody else makes. Ignore all the cat hair. This is black and I have two extremely white cats. It's the Halloween Town town hall. I love this for times when I want to go out and I still want to represent spooky season, but I want to just be cozy. It's very oversized. I love it. Oh, okay. This one I got because we got Binks last October. So I got this because it reminded me of baby Binks. I also love the type of vintage artwork that it is. It's giving Princess Diana going out during October because she wore most amazing oversized sweatshirts for her street clothes when she would go out, and this makes me think if she was going out to get a pumpkin spice latte, go to a bookstore, I feel like this is something she would have worn, maybe with a black turtleneck underneath. Look what I found. It's a sweater with a leaf on it. This with a plaid mini skirt, some tights and some Doc Martens or some Oxfords, and it was only $20 on eBay. And then you guys saw this in my morning routine video, but I finally got my KJP sweater. This is the Scaredy Cat sweater, and I also got the matching socks where they come on a little mini hanger. For those of you who have asked, it is itchy, but I think that's because it's made out of wool. I just wear a t-shirt underneath it or a long sleeve t-shirt and you don't feel it at all. Plus it's just another layer to keep you warmer. And then another clothing item is the sweater that I am wearing from the Witch's Cabin. They so kindly reached out to me and sent me this sweater. I just wore this to a fall festival and I got so many compliments on it. And not only that, they sent me, I could probably make this look a lot more cute if I was in front of a mirror, but it's a pumpkin beret. It's handmade. The quality is insane. And this is one of my new favorite things that I own. I look like a cute little pumpkin. Are you kidding me? You know, they say things aren't supposed to make you happy, but I think it's totally okay for things to make you happy because this makes me so happy. There's just that extra handmade magic that you feel when you put it on. I'm just gonna keep this on because now I can't take it off. I will have their Etsy store link down below. I definitely recommend checking it out. So the plan for the rest of today is going to Mystic Connecticut, going to the pumpkin patch. But first, I've decided that this fall, I want to do something every day. I call it Autumn Every Day, just to make sure that the days don't pass me by too fast. So like the other day I went and got chai and I put on an autumnal outfit and that was it. And today it's going to be finding the perfect leaf bookmark for my book. Just something small that I can do every day. And I usually take a picture of whatever it is just so I can remember and look back on these memories to remind myself that I actually did do things this season. I do have memories because I feel like sometimes time will go by and then you'll look back and think, I didn't even do anything. But it's just sometimes easy to forget those small little moments because we remember these bigger things that are going on in our lives and we forget about those little times. So I usually take pictures and try to document it so I can convince myself, see, you are doing things. A bucket list can sometimes seem daunting because you want to check stuff off and you might get stressed when you don't have enough time to do everything you want to do. But just choosing that day what you're gonna do, I find to be a lot less stressful and a lot more fun because you can go based off of the vibes, the weather, how you're feeling, your mood, and go off of that. So I'm gonna go head out, get my bookmark. So let's get this perfect October weekend started. Let's go.
Wake up to the sound of her fleeting heart. Wake up to the sound of her fleeting heart. Where to go, what to leave is a work of art. On my chest, on my heart. She went out in the haze in the morning grace. She went out and got lost in a tall hedge maze. Where you go, where you go, where do you leave this place? On my heart, on my face.
We donned our coziest knit sweaters and set out heading south to Connecticut in search of apple cider, pumpkins, and spooky books galore, admiring the peak fall foliage and Halloween decorations along the way. Our first stop was B.F. Clyde's cider mill in Mystic, Connecticut, the oldest steam-powered cider mill in the United States. They serve fresh pressed cider, apple cider donuts, and so many local goodies.
It's October. I'm so happy. Minus the bees. Oh my gosh, they're under my dress.
Alright, time to run.
You know how kids act in a candy store or at Disneyland? For me, a bookstore full of ghost stories has the same effect. This place was full of so many books I'd never heard of before. Like, who knew a serial killer cookbook existed? It was full of amazing decor, and I'm already planning my next trip back.
Then cupped his hand so proudly to shout,
La-di-da-di-da-di-da, 'tis autumn. The trees say they're tired, they've borne too much fruit. Charmed all the wayside, there's no dispute. Now shedding leaves, they don't give a hoot. La-di-da-di-da-di-da, 'tis autumn. Then the birds got together to chirp about the weather. La-da-dee-da-da-dee-da-da-da. La-dee-da-dee-da-dee-da. 'Tis autumn.
When we finally arrived at the long-awaited pumpkin patch, it felt like stepping into an autumn fairy tale. And the best part was, and what made it feel extra magical, was that we had it all to ourselves.
Smoking cigarettes on the roof. You look so pretty and I love this view.
It's got a good stem. Really easy to carry. Work out with it too.
That's why I love fall. Looking at the stars, admiring from afar. My girl, my girl, my girl. You will be my girl, my girl, my girl, my girl. You will be my world, my world.
This would be the best pumpkin to carve. Can we get it?
No, it's too big, babe. Where would we even put it?
If I can carry it, can I get it?
Fine, if you can carry it, you can get it. Come on, lift with your legs.
Being wet on the bottom.
Yeah, that's exactly the way. Babe, I don't know if that counts. Babe, Desiree.
So we can get it. I picked it up.
I don't know,
I did.
you kind of like cheated though.
I did not cheat.
Yeah.
I did not cheat. How did I
You
cheat?
like rolled it onto your legs.
Yeah, because I'm innovative.
I said picking up, no rolling.
I rolled it up and then I picked it up once it was like up on my leg. So I picked it up.
Dude, how much do you think that weighs? Oh my gosh.
Looking at the stars, admiring from afar. My girl, my girl, my girl. You will be my girl, my girl, my girl, my girl.
Jared found out that they cost about $1 a pound. How many pounds do you think that is?
Oh, dude, like 80?
80?
I don't know, maybe 70?
So, gonna
Heavier
leave
than it looks.
gonna leave this guy here.
Like a rock.
Even though it would look so pretty on our front porch, and I would cherish it for all of our time together until the squirrels and the chipmunks and everybody came and ate it.
Bye, my friend.
Joy killer.
Good morning. I just bowled a little bit, so it sounds like I'm out of breath. I was just chasing the cats around. They were hunting flies and I wanted them to know like that was valid, so I was kind of running around doing it with them. So I got these prints. I wanted the vibes to be kind of gothic and witchy, but also like farmhouse, but definitely with like the vintage touch to it. I have been so excited to do this project since last year. I saw on Instagram Pretty in the Pines, she did this gallery wall on her refrigerator. I tried to thrift these frames, but I could not find any, so I ordered these ones from Amazon. They're just these little vintage style gold frames. I think the best way to put these up is gonna be with magnets, like little sticker type magnets. I'm just hoping that they will hold up the amount of weight that these are. They're not too heavy. Let's get started. I love today. Let's get decorating for Halloween. I already knew that this was going to be my favorite project by far, by far. I don't think I was ready for how adorable these were going to be though. Even just the artwork by itself, the smallness of these little paintings, it just made my day. I started by painting mattifying Mod Podge over all the photos to minimize the glossiness. I thought about using tools to remove the hardware on the back, but quickly realized I could just rip them off, which was much easier and more efficient. Then I just put these magnetic stickers on the back of the frames and tried to include as many as I could just to give them more strength, because I do not want these falling off when they're on the fridge. I could have measured out all of the frames for the photos, but I just eyeballed the size and cut off as much as I needed to for the photo to fit in the frame. I broke it. Gorilla Glue. Gorilla Glue will fix it. Good as new, right? I used the Gorilla Glue you can see right there, and then right here, and there's a chip. Hi, Gatsby. This stuff, man. This works wonders. For the ghosty candles, I got really hot water and let the candles soak for about 10 minutes. I did need to replace the water every few minutes to keep it at a constant hot temperature. If you don't do this, the candles don't get soft enough to bend and end up cracking or breaking. Then I just tried to mold them in ways that made them look like little ghosties. These were so easy to make and they look so cute and whimsical. I'm obsessed with how they turned out. That was a cute stretch, Binks. You trying to help? We are going for a witchy cottage, and to achieve that, I wanted to give this wall some texture. I got all this wallpaper from Amazon for $25, and we had a surprisingly easy time getting it up. We're currently renting this house, and I've been so excited to finally add more personal touches and create a space that feels like me. And honestly, what better time to do that than Halloween? For For the floating witch hats, I just cut a hole in the top and threaded fishing line through and secured them to the ceiling with command hooks. Then it was time for the finishing touches. I found the tutorial for these floating pumpkins from McKenna Berry on TikTok. All you need are some craft pumpkins, battery-operated tea lights, and clear fishing line. We made an entire evening out of carving the pumpkins to resemble the ones in the Philosopher's Stone as we watched the movie and tried to beat each other at who could carve the better faces. I added mounting putty to the bottom of the lights to prevent them from rolling around inside the pumpkin. Then we just made a small hole in the stem to thread the fishing line through, and again used command hooks to hang them from the ceiling. I know I said the Gothic frame magnets were my favorite project, but I think I take that back. These turned out even better than I imagined. It's like a little mini Great Hall in our living room, and I'm obsessed.